Today we will learn about quick views. We need quick views in our day-to-day life. So quick views are ad hoc reports that allows you to pivot, drill back, create data sets, and design workbooks to analyze data. Quick views can also be used to submit data. Here you can see this is a quick view pane where we have three parts: quick view POV, column dimension, and row dimension. You can manage like which dimension should be in the column or which dimension should be in the row. You can just drag and drop here. Okay. Once you have a quick views built, you can double click on any cell for more details, or you can on the dimension you can double click to collapse or uncollapse the rows. Then if any of your colleague is not having access to OneStream, then you can also use quick views to email result to your colleagues. Let's see how to log into quick views. Once you open the Excel, you will see OneStream add-in. You click on that, you can see a log on button. Once you click on log on, then this window will appear where you will have to put your server address as per your organization. Then click on connect, click on log on. It will redirect you to single sign on, and then you can see a list of application here and choose whatever application you want to open and click open application. Okay, once that is done, you can see I have already logged into OneStream application. And once we are in OneStream application, we can see these multiple tabs, multiple options here like submit, spreading, file allocation, operation, general, and task. So in general, we have these multiple operation, out of which like this display context pane is used for displaying that context pane on the right side of the Excel. And these preferences are used for setting the preferences. Okay, so we will learn about the preferences. This is very important when we are working on the quick views. So first option is invalidate old data when workbook is open. That is set to false. What that means is when you have a worksheet in which you have quick views and you save that, and next time when you reopen, then if this is set to true, it will ask you to refresh that again. But if you need old data, if you need to refer old data, then in that case it should just show you old data. So in that case it should be set as a false in the preferences. The second thing is retain all formatting when saving offline. So when we are saving any worksheet offline and we have any formatting done there, so if you want to retain, then this should be set as a true. Then this expansion of rows and column, these shows like on which level you need to expand rows or columns. It should be next level, children, tree descendant, or like in this image I have shown you all the options like descendants, descendant inclusive, tree descendants, etc. You can choose as per your need. Then here we can see maximum number of rows and maximum number of columns. Okay, now when you are retrieving any sheet and you know you are retrieving limited data, then you can reduce this. It increases the performance. And if you are retrieving more rows, then it should be increased. Here you can see row header text type and column header text type and maximum number of seconds. So after those seconds, it will be just created into second page. So here you can choose name or description. Now next are the styles. Styles you can apply to headers and data cells. Now for the separation, we have these many options. By default, all these separations are set as a true one. So you can change according to your need. Going to the next slide. Let's learn about creating and rebuilding quick views. You can create quick views by entering members And you can also create quick views by copying and modifying another quick views. Yes, so first one is that you can see here OneStream tab. You can just log on. We did it in the first slide. And then you can go to quick views and there you can see create quick views option. Once you click on that, this window will appear where it will ask you like on which cell, on which sheet and which cell you want to create that quick view. Once this is done, you can just click on OK and your cube view will be created like this one. Okay. Other way is you can also see this create once you have any quick view on your sheet. Then in the right side pane you can also see this first button which is used for creating new cube view. We can also use that button to create a new cube view. Okay, and here you can also see copy quick view and paste quick view tab. If you want to create a quick view based on the prior quick view, then you can just select the previous quick view, click on copy quick view button and select the cell where you want to paste and then you can paste it there. How to create new quick views. But now here let's see how we can create quick views by typing and how to rebuild them. So in Excel sheet, you can just type members if you know. You can select those members and then click on this create button and your quick view will be created. This is by typing. And suppose now if you want to rebuild your quick view, like you already have this quick view in your sheet and I want to add these multiple accounts there. So what I can do, I can just add those accounts there. I can select all those accounts and click on this rebuild button in the quick view pane and my quick view will be created there. Let's see how we can use extend functionality in quick views. Suppose I have existing quick view here and here I want to add a new dimension, that is entity dimension. So how I can recreate it? For new dimension, I will just add e hash Frankfurt, that is e hash entity name. Then I will select those two dimensions in the rows and then I will click on the rebuild button and it will create my quick view. But suppose now I want to just add members from the existing dimension. Like here, you can see I have already this cube view and I just want to add Feb month. So I will just add 2019 M2. Here I don't need any hash button or I need to give any t hash something. I can just add that and then I can select and I can rebuild and it will create quick view for me. Let's move to the next slide. Let's see quick view options. So like I told you already, we have copy and paste option as well. So you can just select quick view of your choice, click on copy button. Once that is copied, this paste option will automatically enabled and you can just select cell and you can paste that quick view. Then when you just right click on any cell and click on drill down, then it will show you what are the sources of that data. So that functionality is also available in quick views. Then in the quick view pane, you can see here member selection property. When you click on that, it will take you to the select member and you can just scroll and check which member you want to select and you can just select those member in the quick view. Due to this one, we can select multiple members in a quick view at the same time. Let's see quick views into formulas. How to convert quick views into formulas. So if I have this quick view which is already working and I need to convert it to accept get sales formulas. So what I can do, I will just select that quick view and I will click on this convert to accept get sale formulas and it will convert this quick view to these formulas. You just need to refresh that sheet and your work is already done. The next thing is you can also use quick views in the spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are available in your Windows app, in the application tab, in the spreadsheet. And it has the similar functionalities which you can do in the Excel. You can also do except get cell, except set cell. You can also retrieve member properties by using except get member properties tab. Now let's learn something about except formula syntax. When you are building except get cell formulas using absolute cell references like this one, you can see here I have given all the member names here. So when I am copying this formula to another cell, it will not change data. It's just that it will copy that formula and display the same data. Now, if you want to give the dynamic reference, then what you can do, like you can give the cell references like this. Again, in the cell references also, you can see I have used dollars here for both the column name and the row number. So in that case, these both are absolute references. Though I am changing or though I am copying this from one cell to another, it's not going to change. But in this case, in the entity, I have given column as a dynamic and row as a absolute. So always it will refer to row 3, but it will keep changing columns like this: clubs, Frankfurt, Montreal, etc. So that way it will just work as it is. That way we are expecting. So you need to decide how you need to create a formula, and accordingly you can build except get cell formulas. Now last one are the quick view tabs button details. So here I have added all the buttons which are available on our quick view pane, and you can use them as per your need. It includes the basic things basically, like create quick views, then rebuild, rename quick view, delete quick view, then the quick view edit properties. Basically these properties, like we have seen two properties, one in the preferences and one in quick view pane as well. So these properties are applicable to that specific quick view. Then this is refresh quick view. This is for undo changes, redo changes. And again, this is for member selection. This is clear everything except selected item. Then this is clear only selected item. This is to the next hierarchy. This is for the top hierarchy. This goes to parent member, and this goes to immediate child member, and then this goes to branch base. So this is all about the quick views which we have learned. In next videos, I will come up with the workflow profile details which we haven't covered yet. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.